Hey guys, it's time on Deep Junk. We're going to do a 427 Shelby Cobra. This car is pretty much brand new. Metal base, metal body. It's clean. This was from my buddy Brian's collection. And we met Brian a few videos ago. We did his red Silverado pickup truck on the channel. And he has a die-cast problem, let's just say. And he had a box full of some older Hot Wheels and stuff, and he let me rummage through it and take what I wanted for the channel. I have not done a 427 Cobra. I think a lot of channels have. It's a very popular car, and with good reason. But we'll go ahead and strip this one down. You can already see the casting line on the front there across the, I think that goes all the way across. Tampos, they're a little corny, but it is metal base, metal body. Got a decent amount of interior detail. Roll bar. I've already drilled the one post. Front's held in by the radiator or grill treatment up there. We got our finned oil pan. That top loader transmission, round tube chassis. Well, yeah, it ought to be fun. Like I said, it's great shape. The glass doesn't need polished or anything. All of Brian's stuff is like brand new, and we got some really some cool other cars that will be popping up here. It's kind of nice when you get into a you know, a box of fresh cars that you haven't seen before. So we'll get on this one, put it in the stripper, and we'll come right back. Stay tuned. Alrighty guys, so I got the Cobra body out of the sauce. Cleaned it up a little bit. It's looking kind of rough. We knew we were going to have the lines over the front, over the fenders, across the nose, casting marks there. Goes back up the fenders, and this back here on the deck lid, that is ugly. The whole bottom line of the deck lid, I mean, I can smooth that out, but I'm gonna have to cut a new panel line in there. That roll pan all the way under, pretty nasty looking. I mean, they popped about 1 million of these things out in different colors and tampos. So this is gonna have a lot of handwork in that one. Got the chassis stripped down, smoothed out the side pipes a little bit, looking at it for a new wheel and tire. That's about it for right now. To get on it, show that body some love. Alright, we'll just check in on the 427 Cobra and see what's going on with it. A little bit more work to do over the front, and casting lines on the front, cleaned up around the hood, and down both sides of it. Did a little cleanup on the side pipes there too, and I'm going to polish those up. Some of the stripper was dried up in the engine compartment, getting that out, and we'll clean that up. Do some good detailing in there. And the big part of this was around back here. If you guys remember that casting garbage that was in the trunk, there was no bottom line of the trunk lid, so I cut that out by hand. I'm still not finished with it, but cut it out by hand, and that was about 2 nights worth of work, a little bit at a time, cutting in and then sand, and cutting in and sand, and trying not to sand the tail lights off of it. So she's looking pretty good, getting closer to paint time. Who doesn't love a good Cobra? Woo! Alrighty, we got the Cobra out of paint a couple hours ago. Looking pretty good against the side pipes there, polished up. Managed to keep the paint off the engine, and got the hood shot good, and it opens and closes, and there's no big drama. Paint's not coming off. I kind of dig it. Trunk area down at the bottom looks good. Not too shabby. I like it. Okie doke. Let's put a little color in this interior on the Cobra. This thing is coming out pretty good. Got our tail lights dropped in the back. The buttons for the tonneau cover. Little bit of this and that's under the hood. Weber carbs. That's a mixture of gold and aluminum. And then the black fuel line. We've got the distributor and a overflow tank up front. Fender little 427 Ford emblem on the fenders, the Cobra emblem on the front. It's looking good. I gotta get a little black on this interior. I've made a shifter. Just made the bottom bend. I don't know if you guys can see it, or it's got that bend. They always had that where the shifter was backwards, aimed up towards the dash. So I got the angle on it, and I'll just trim it down and be able to put a black handle on it. Get the shifter aimed the right way. Alrighty guys, I found the flaw in the slaw. Mocking up the wheels and tires on this. I got a set of bigs and littles here, and I need all big ones. As look at that from the side there, all that front wheel well showing. Can't do that. Already, catastrophe averted. I found some other mini lights, the same wheel, same tire, width and height and everything. I'm just gonna have to paint them. I don't know whether I'll go with like a flat aluminum in these and then leave that polished ring, or black them out like the rears. To think about it for a minute, but we've got our wheel and tire. Alrighty, we'll put a little detail down in our seats here. We'll drop some safety harnesses in there. You know, I don't collect cars, like go out and buy every one of a series or anything like that. I just buy whatever happens to strike me. And this Cobra, I don't have a proper Cobra. Well, I really don't have any Cobra now. I had some and got rid of them. But nothing like this that I built that I change a color on and everything, you know, to my taste. And it's a good thing because I can build what I want. I don't get too attached to cars. Any car, 64 scale or 1/1. It's there's one around the corner, around every corner. Oh, these cars getting hard to find. Well, yeah, they're not running around on the streets every day, but they're still in garages, and some done in collections, some sitting in fields. Go out west, those cars are everywhere. I got my '69 Camaro Z28, and I won't sell that because I know in my tax bracket I'll never be able to buy another one. I had finished the restoration on a '66 Impala SS, and as part of the payment I got this crusty old Z28, but it had its original engine and transmission with it. And I've been putting together parts. My first car was a '69 Z28, so I've been putting together parts whenever I'd see them, kind of hoping that one day maybe I would have another one. The good news with those cars is they make everything for them. The bad news is it's expensive. The '69 Z28, like I said, it was my first car, a '69 Camaro, not a Z, but it was my first car. And a lot of people said to me, oh, that's a rare car. Nope, not necessarily. There was a boatload of those things made by '69. '67 was the year to get. '68, they started getting popular. By '69, they sold a bunch of them. So it's rare to find one with the original engine, transmission, and stuff in it, because the cars were raced and they were beat on. No big surprise there. Alrighty guys, our finished product, a proper Shelby 427 Cobra. First off, I'd like to thank my buddy Brian. This came from his collection of cars over there. He let me rummage around through them and take a few for the channel, to be done on the channel here. So thank you, buddy, appreciate it. Getting rid of, it was good, you know, neat casting. It's a base metal body, true to a 427 Cobra. The length, you know, all the dimensions of it look good. Just got rid of the tampos on it. The paint, this is about as close as I could get to Guardsman Blue, which was a regular, well, it was a popular color on the cars. Rangoon Red was a Ford color that was popular on them. The silver was pretty popular on SC Cobras, and that was a Lincoln color, silver mink, I think it was called. Come out around '65. So when the 427 cars were around that, and some other colors, Raven Black is a Ford color. So we went with as close as we get to Guardsman Blue. Put the, as you've seen in the build, the detail under the hood. We've got those Webers detailed up, a little gold in with the aluminum, fuel lines, distributor, expansion tank. Inside we've got our safety harnesses and shifter. We did sand up on those side pipes and polished them. Did all the buttons around the back for the tonneau cover, because Shelby Cobra was a true roadster, no top for it, no windows. This car lacks a little detail. You know, you don't get, of course, the bumper jacking points around it, which is one thing you can see in the difference. A full competition Cobra, which sometimes weren't painted at all from the factory, because race car drivers, you know, the teams would paint their car when they got it. So a full competition Cobra would have a small windscreen, side pipes, and nothing else. You'd have those jacking points at front and rear of the car, where the bumper would be mounted to, and that's about it. The SC semi-competition, which was like this car, you'd still have your side pipes, but you would have a full-size windscreen, wipers. You would not have bumpers. You'd still have the jacking points. a couple amenities, not much. And then the road car, the street Cobra, would have the exhaust tucked up underneath. It would have washers on the wipers. It would have a radio, full-size bumpers, you know, all the way around, turn signals, all that stuff. So that's how you know that. And I'm very happy with the build. I like this car. Like I say, I don't go and collect. I go out on the hunt for some cars. I'm certainly not going to stand in line or pay an exuberant amount on eBay for some car that just came out. That's a whole nother issue with me. But anyway, yeah, fun. I had, again, guys, fun. If you're not having fun, why do it? I have a ton of fun with these cars, and I hope you guys had fun checking it out. I really appreciate you. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button there, and like it if you dig the car. Thank you to everybody who's come on board and subscribed. You guys are badass, and we've got one more here in October. On the 30th will be the Halloween build, so you want to check that out. And we will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.